But yet,
somebody duels the most out of anybody here.
that's 6 duels for you already, and I've only had
No.
3.
It's not just duels. If you resolve baggage, it can do it as well, which he has done before.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Turns out mental and physical growth go wonders for gaining more power.
Alright, well, either way, we're finally at the tomb.
Yep. So, unlike the other ones you've done, this one isn't attached to anything. It is simply a black pyramid, seemingly in the middle of nowhere. The sands have kind of risen up it a bit, so that you kind of have to squat down to get through the entranceway.
Question: is this a pyramid, like completely smooth, like angled one, or is it a jagged stepped?
No, it is a smooth one.
Ooh, I dig it.
Kids language guide out.
Mm-hmm. Let me check my notes real quick.
Not a problem. How many supply cards did we get, by the way?
I think 3 is the usual.
See, 3 each is fine. Let me go ahead and pull those out for you guys.
Thank you.
How many does you all have? None?
Yeah, we currently have Nell went and got supplies for all the 3 of us, so we all of us have none.
I have none at the moment.
And I think when at the end of last game, I don't have any.
Okay. So the tomb is a black pyramid about 3 stories tall above the sand. The entrance is blocked with a heavy stone slab of white marble that looks distinctly newer than the rest of the pyramid. There are no dog statues around the entrance this time. There are 2 statues on either side of the entranceway, each showing a thin skeletal man sitting atop a throne.
Oh dear. Okay.
Yeah, the experts.
I mean, judging from this might be more symbolic of royalty. It stands out from the rest, and it definitely doesn't have the traditional god motifs that we had before with the dogs and the cats.
It was a jackal.
It
wasn't a dog, it was a jackal.
It was a jackal, you're right.
It was a jackal.
So we may not be. It may be possible that we're dealing with something referencing Osiris, perhaps one of the other ones, or something at least in that vein. But my immediate thought is perhaps I want to say maybe royalty of some sort, or someone of great importance to this region.
Well,
so
first things first, I guess, is going in.
Question. Okay. So the first question then becomes, why is there a door that's noticeably newer than everything else, though?
The only thing I know is that I'm going to take the stat increase. I'm going to friendship by 2.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Make sure you send the details to me so I can update your sheet later.
Okay.
Alright. So, well, if the door's newer, let's see if we can just open it up.
It is large and heavy, but with some work, you guys can definitely get it open.
Yeah.
All right, on 3. 1, 2,
5.
3. What?
Yeah, you guys, it takes some work and heaving, but you do eventually manage to push the slab over. It's not attached to the doorway in any way. It's just in front of the door to try and block it off. And you're able to slam it to the side, and it falls to the sand with a loud thump.
5?
An old joke from classic literature.
I'm very familiar with it. I was not expecting you to reference it here.
Oh, so this is an inside joke between you two.
Oh no, it's just an education joke.
Oh well.
Is there anything on the back of the slab?
Osiris is god of the sun, right?
Yes.
No, I think Osiris is the god of the
kind of.
dead.
Yeah, no. Osiris is god of the
Wait,
dead.
what?
All right, so
Yo, Golden
basically,
Nova's here. Holy shit.
yeah, Golden Nova.
He's been
Yeah,
here
we've
for a
been
little bit
mentioning
now.
that. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
oh
Osiris
my god.
is
Yeah,
the-
he answered my how is everyone enjoying this? Oh my god.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was him.
Yeah. But yeah, Osiris is
Osiris
the god.
is the god of the underworld, specifically symbolizing death, resurrection, and the Nile's flood cycle.
Yeah. He was chopped to bits like Exodia,
Yep.
which is possibly an inspiration for Exodia.
But otherwise, like, there was a story of him being Horus's father, and everything with that, right?
Mhm.
So, obviously Horus is the representation of new beginnings, and then you have Ra being the sun god. So,
Damn it, Violet.
Alright, so yep. What is your guys' plan now that you have the doorway open?
Was there anything on the back of the slab?
No, there was not.
Okay, so no scratch marks, damage, or anything?
Mm-mm.
Alright, looks like there's, at the very least there was nothing inside trying to get out.
not like
That's-
the aim it from last time.
Yeah, unlike that thing.
Alright, I'm
Onward-
gonna open up a lamp, I guess. And
Alright. You're gonna spend the supply?
I'm gonna spend the supply, because I'm assuming it's still dark when we go in, right?
It's pretty dark, yeah. It's not like total darkness, it's like video game darkness.
Alright, I'm gonna
So
hold
it's still
off
dark.
until I'm gonna hold off until it gets to the point where it's hard to see.
Okay. As you enter the pyramid, you find yourselves in a large empty room. There are several murals along the walls. And at the far end of the room is a hallway leading further into the pyramid.
I'm gonna actually look over these murals, look for any of those the markings that make up the language around here.
Okay, so...
Remember, he does have the book.
Oh, no. Yeah, go ahead and roll brandish your skills for translation.
Got it.
Ooh.
10.
10? Oh, yeah. So, the murals and the words with it tell a very interesting story. It speaks of a pharaoh born weak and fragile. However, he spent most of his time before rising to power learning about magic. Part of the mural shows a famine that lasted for years, and then the pharaoh came and pretty much called the rains, and his people were able to eat well. And the murals show off several different miracles like that. Each representation of the pharaoh, each time one of those is shown, shows him almost more thin and decrepit. Until one of them shows him, instead of handing his people like the grain or water or something like that, you see him grabbing one of his people instead. And after that point, the murals just kind of stop. It's not like it had finished going all the way around the walls. It just stops as if the story just ends there suddenly.
So, I relayed most of that to them, and I just added just like, this kind of reads like a version of King Tut if he was able to ever cast magic.
King
Like,
Tut?
more recognizably known as King Tutankhamun.
Oh.
He was a child king who unfortunately died in his youth, but was notably frail, sickly, and apparently assassinated when young. But this one got to full adulthood at least. But that grab at the end.
Doesn't look
That's not just like an end of a story. That's an unfinished story.
Maybe there's more further in.
Hopefully.
Or maybe the end is further in.
Make our way down.
Alright, you make your way down the hallway. As you go forward, you find yourselves at the entrance to another room. The room itself is not too large, squarish, there is a sealed door at the far end of the room, and you can see several skeletons and bodies strewn throughout the room.
Oh, look, it's this challenge again.
Oh man. I mean,
Hey, do you want me
it's
to
going to be
yell
a
at it?
staple of this area with the Guardians.
Hey, do you want me to yell at it to wake it up?
No, I've got this one. She's gonna step forward.
I take a good step back.
I'm
I'm going to reach over to Shen and just cover his mouth preemptively.
So, since Ellie's the only one to enter the room, the door, as soon as she walks in, slams shut.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Ellie, you are currently by yourself in a dark room. Oh, hello, Anubis. You find yourself alone in a dark room, and suddenly you hear a hissing sound.
Do we hear
Time
that
for the
sound?
lamp.
You guys just see the door slam shut as she walks in.
Do we not hear anything on the other side?
It's a large stone door, and it's a hissing sound.
Oh jeez.
I spend the material, and now I have the lamp out.
Okay. So yeah, you see a strange whitish gas starting to fill the room from the bottom up.
Okay.
Oh!
Time for me to make my way out of this. So, gonna look around right quick.
There's not much you see. You just find yourself in a room.
Do you think she's,
Hmm.
do you think she's fine?
Realistically, she's probably walked into a trap, and we are not in that trap with her.
I guess good for us.
No.
Hey! I'm gonna make my way to the other sealed door, like the one on the other side. I'm gonna look to see if there's like a switch or a button or anything.
None are immediately visible. It seems as though this room was very much designed to kill whoever entered it.
Okay, I have a theory. I want to check. Can I roll my skill to see if I can tell what type of gas this is?
I'm going to say no, and the reason I'm saying no is this isn't a specific gas. This is just also why I don't think Ellie would know about gases.
No, but I mean, like, if it's something that's fairly obvious, I mean...
Your best guess is some sort of poisonous gas.
Damn, not combustible.
I'll give you that one for free.
Just blows up the room that you're in.
We just hear boom on the other side.
Alright,
The door falls backwards.
there's no switches or anything that I can press or push in by the other door?
Mm-mm.
Alright.
Well,
So-
if
Okay.
smarts won't solve it,
Yeah.
brute force will.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like touching like around the doors.
I'm gonna reach in and basically pull out a crowbar using one of my supplies.
Okay.
Going.
And I'm gonna wedge it in. I need you to help pull the door once I get anything out, and we're gonna try to force it open.
Got it.
Ready?
Ready.
1, 2.
5!
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
We'll
Hold
get
it back
back to
there.
that one in a moment.
Yeah.
What were you rolling, by the way?
I was trying to do reveal a new possibility because we're doing something that someone can't overcome by themselves. So that would
Okay.
have been plus friendship for 6.
What's the downside to rolling a 6? Is it baggage?
It's baggage.
All right, we'll go over that in a minute. So Ellie, what's your plan?
I'm gonna call it Raven and blow a hole in the goddamn door.
It's a good plan. Yeah,
Just
you
do
you activate the Raven card. She comes out, looks a bit confused for a moment, then looks at you.
I need you to blow a hole in this door and that door.
I'm gonna need you to roll dice for me for this.
Okay, what am I rolling?
Let me see.
The first
Just
door
goes-
she's picking is very clearly the one on the other side.
She just looks at you and goes, nuh-uh.
10. Plus whatever else, whatever my abilities.
Okay, then yeah, you should be fine. I think it would be brandish your skills, maybe.
Alright.
Raven just kind of glares at you for a bit longer than it is comfortable. Then
Look, it's not my problem. It's not my fault. I need your assistance.
She takes like another heartbeat and then turns the cannon towards the other wall and blasts a hole in it. Towards the door and blasts a hole in it.
Oh shit!
And then immediately disappears.
All right, now's a chance to get through.
Okay, so getting back to the...
I actually just read one of my abilities. No, it would be a 7 by bare minimum because of the stronger together effect.
Okay.
She was in danger. We got a +1 because we worked together.
All right, what's the thing for 7?
So you still reveal a new opportunity to them. However, the judge describes what possibility it is instead. So,
okay. So this is kind of funky how this happens. So yeah, as soon as the hole gets blasted in the door, you hear the door behind you grind and open up a little bit. Some of the poison gas starts rushing out towards the boys, and they cough a little bit. But other than that,
okay, run through.
All right, I'll hold it open.
Yep, I'm in. We're going in.
All right, and I push myself through.
Yep, you guys find yourselves in a room rapidly depleting in gas. As soon as you blew a hole in the far wall, the gas stopped coming out.
Well,
So,
brains didn't work, but bronze certainly did.
yeah,
Good in here.
I'm just gonna put the crowbar back in the bag for now, but like have it ready.
We don't have element types in this one, Anubis. Besides, it's a sealed room. Where would they blow it to?
All right.
Right. Is escaping. So we're gonna go through the new open door.
Yeah.
All right. As you leave that room, you find yourselves in a large room with a large dark room. There are several candles on stone tables. These candles look like they've been burning for gods only know how long. They're just in piles of melted wax at this point.
Oh dear.
On top of the tables, you see mummified remains, but they don't seem to be as well preserved or as well cared for as many of the mummies you guys may have seen beforehand in the tombs you've raided before. Anything else in there?
So you think this is another burial chamber?
This doesn't read like burial chamber.
You can also smell pungent incense throughout the room as well.
A pungent sense of mildew emanates from the wet dungeon walls.
No, you have incense here. This is an anointment room.
Anointment?
So, whenever they prepared the bodies, they would oftentimes gut them, extract everything. But they would lay them down with herbs, oils, incenses. And they would do it very ritualistically. This is an anointment room at best. And ritualistic at worst.
Any materials we can use then?
Yeah, I'm just gonna start looking around the room. Is there any like tables or desks of some sort?
Mostly it's stone tables. You see several bodies still upon them. However, as you're looking around, you see something else as well. You see a woman. She's currently standing over one of the stone tables, examining one of the mummies. She has darker skin, like many of the natives you've seen in the area. She seems to be dressed in more traditional attire that you've seen in Last Hope. And she also has 2 jackal ears.
Oh. Hello there.
She jumps as soon as you say something.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to frighten you.
She whips around and says, "Who are you and what are you doing here?"
We were tasked to come explore these ruins. On the understanding that this was an abandoned ruin and for the purpose of knowledge.
She narrows her eyes. It kind of like looks towards Ellie, and then she sees Shen, and her eyes narrow.
I didn't even say anything yet.
I know.
I said that in character.
Oh, okay.
I didn't say anything.
I've seen your kind around here before. You just pillage these tombs.
I'm actually a teacher. I come with the intent of gaining knowledge to give to other people.
And all the tombs you go to just so happen to have their any treasures remaining inside stolen.
I am not one of those individuals. What might your name be? Let's start that off on the right foot. I'm Elfdane.
Let me find her name. I wrote it down. Anapa.
Anata?
Anapa.
Anapa. Alright. I want to make sure I'm saying that right. Thank you. So, is this a room? Is this an anointment room or a medical bay?
Neither, from what I can tell. Some strange dark rituals were being performed here.
Dark rituals, you say? I'm gonna pull out like the language guidebook, see if there's, I have this guidebook that helps me understand some of the language around here. Is there anything in the room that I might be able to like read up and look at?
Let me think. Go ahead and roll investigate surroundings.
And if I remember correctly, that is a skill-based one, right? Yeah.
I believe so, yes.
Got both of them. Okay, that's 9.
Okay.
That with my one skill, that's 10.
10? Okay, that 10
Yep.
is a great success. The full success. You look around, you don't find too much. It doesn't seem like much was written down here.
Mm-hmm.
But you do, as you're like looking on one of the tables, inside of a jar, you open it up to kind of just out of curiosity, and inside you find this. And find where I put it.
Oh, dimensional instability.
It's been a while since we saw one of those.
Huh.
Mhm.
I was not expecting to find one of these here.
What did
Hey,
you
look at
find?
that.
Anapa like comes over and to see what you're looking at.
And I kind of show the effectively like the glitched, like, I'm gonna guess it looks like a glitched heart of some sort.
It doesn't look like a card. It is a weird vortex of binary and just warping of everything.
Yeah. That was the word. I couldn't remember how you described it before.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I was not expecting to find one of these things here. We've been finding them in strange places.
Those are gifts from the gods.
Gifts from the gods, you say? Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
They carry enormous power. You should feel honored to have found it. If you found it, you were meant to have it.
I appreciate the information about that. And
However, you did not answer my question. What is it you all are doing here?
I said I'm here to learn.
And
That
your
was my
friends
intent.
here? And your friends here?
They're here to help me. We're studying something that we've encountered at a tomb that we previously explored and took notes of. And we encountered something that was worrisome. And we wanted to see if it was something that was a trend here so we can inform other people to be able to avoid them in the future.
And is that why you're all here? She turns towards the other two.
To be completely honest, yeah, actually.
I'm the researcher in charge of that. I'm the one who's going to be processing all the data we collect.
And I'm just the muscle trying not to anger any large skeletons this time around.
This time around?
He kind of got into a scuffle with one earlier.
She just narrows her eyes at Shen.
Yeah.
They protect the dead so that thieves such as yourself do not take what they need in the underworld.
Which is why he's here under our guidance and not of his own volition.
Very well. You at least seem to understand the gravity of what you're doing.
Internally, Quinn does not want to emotionally be here.
I mean, to be fair, she's calling him out proper.
No, it's the fact of that he is still very, reeling from the encounter 2 days ago.
I know, but it's still fair. She's calling him out.
I mean, yeah.
It's not helping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Very well. Since you insist on exploring here, I will join you to make sure you don't do anything untoward.
We appreciate your
Acceptable
assistance
terms.
and joining us. So, I'm gonna look around the room a little bit further and see if there's any doors or adjacent pathways at the moment.
Yep, at the far end of the room, you do see another door. It seems to be slightly more elaborately carved than the previous ones you've seen.
Oh, this must. I'm thinking out loud. If this is as elaborately carved, this must be the burial room of somebody of great importance. If we enter here, we do risk angering any of its occupants, but I do wish to find out their story. I'm speaking carefully to kind of hint to the other two, like, hey, don't touch anything unless absolutely necessary.
Anapa. Wait, am I saying her name properly?
Anaap.
This is what I get for. So, fun fact: behind the name doesn't have just traditional Egyptian names.
Mm-hmm.
It's only ancient Egyptian or mythology Egyptian.
Yeah.
Yeah, Anapa.
Yeah, Anapa.
Anapa. She comes up and kind of stands next to the door, kind of closes her eyes for a moment and says, "There are no servants of the god of death in this room."
All right, that's good to know.
I'd like to do a quick survey of the area, like the ground and stuff like that. I want to check to see if there's been any adventure parties, or other players or stuff like that have been through here recently.
Okay, go ahead and roll to inspect the area.
I'm assuming skill.
Let me double check.
Inspect the area is skill. Investigate your surroundings.
Yeah, investigate your surroundings. Yeah.
10.
Is that a 10? Yeah, a 10. No, but you don't know if that's because this is instanced, or if just no one else has been here recently.
At the very least, there's been no one around here recently, so should be safe on that part. So you don't have to worry about anyone else having caused problems.
Okay, so let's progress on. Let's see, and I'm gonna slowly open the elaborately carved door.
All right. The door slowly creaks open, and what you see beyond is a massive room filled with gems and treasures, even more than the first area you guys visited.
Oh, this is someone who was definitely beloved.
Inside, at the far end, you see a golden throne. And sitting upon it, you see this gentleman. As you enter the room, the mummy turns its head towards you all. You hear kind of a wheezing sound coming from his direction, which then slowly warps into a laugh. After all these years, I finally have visitors.
I must assume you must be the resident of this elaborate domain.
A gilded cage, I must say.
cage.
Well,
you say.
Elfdane, time for you to take notes. How often has it been
Mhm.
since you get to actually talk with someone like this?
I know, right? You say it's a gilded cage. Were you saying you were once entombed here, sir?
He looks at your companion Anapa and points to her with a kind of a scowl on his face and says, "Ask your priest friend there."
I'm gonna glance over at her. Like, is he perhaps the pharaoh of this tomb?
I would assume so, yes.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. We saw a bunch of your story carved in mural in the entryway. But it didn't seem finished. Would you mind telling me what happened between you? It looked like you brought rain and you brought wealth to your people.
That I did. Clever boy you are.
But what happened after?
Well, I figured that I must do I must do the ultimate good and find a way to defeat the god of death.
Elfdane's like hackles raise a little bit. I'm like, oh no.
Oh,
Well,
calm yourself, young one.
Ellie's just leaning on the door frame.
I look towards Elfdane. Defeat the god of death? As you worried?
Historically, in many belief systems, to approach the god of death and attempt to defeat it is considered a futile effort.
Okay.
That is not true, young one. Not true in the slightest.
Oh,
As you can see, I am very much still alive, unclaimed by that dark god.
as I can see.
You can see Anapa. She is clearly very angry right now.
At us or at it?
At it.
Okay.
Yeah. So then, ultimately, my question then is, if you were unclaimed by the dark god, the one who commands death, would you not have been able to keep your youth alongside this?
I never was the most, how would your kind put it? Youthful one. My body has always been quite frail and weak. So I saw no need in attempting to keep up appearances of any kind. Plus, her and her dark cult, he looks over towards Anapa once more, saw fit to imprison me in my own tomb. Well, less of a tomb, more of a place to conduct my experiments.
Experiments.
Well, yes, how else am I to defeat the god of death, if not by trial and error?
By any chance, does that include poisonous gas?
No. Well, did you encounter poisonous gas on the way here?
I nod.
Well, do not blame me. Blame her and her kind. He gestures towards Anapa.
Ellie, you continue talking to the pharaoh here. I'm gonna try to talk to Anapa to find out both sides of the story.
Alright, fine.
So-
Ali, sass him up.
So, I do have to wonder
Then,
though,
get on recording.
Pharaoh.
Yes?
How did you actually manage to complete this task? I mean, death is not a hunter unbeknownst to its prey, right?
True, but there are ways of circumventing his hunt. Perhaps give him a different prey to seek and such things.
Time does march forward. How did you avoid him for so long? Is it because you're in here?
No, it is due to much of prep work and hard work that I did before Her and her cult trapped me here.
I will say this: even if you have bested death, it certainly has taken its toll on your visage.
Oh, the visage matters very little. As you youngins would say, I was not exactly the best looking in my youth.
Did you just repeat what he said?
Yes, he did.
Did I? That's unintentional. That is me.
Oh, okay.
Limitations of an NPC character. So we're like, okay, cool. We're exhausting branches of conversation. Okay.
How many failed attempts did it take you?
Depends on what you mean by failure. Typically, failure in this sort of noble endeavor would result in my death. And as you can see, I am
clearly
quite
one success, but how many trials did it take to get you to this point, obviously?
Oh, quite a few. I had to work on different ways of preserving my life.
Were they volunteers or voluntold?
What is truly the difference?
One is by
My
free will
servants.
and one is by coercion.
They were my servants. They chose to do as I command.
Let's put a pin in that for later.
Let's go swap over to Elfdane and see what he's saying.
Yeah, so I'm going to be talking to Anapa. Anapa, you say he's not a guard. He's not one of the servants of death, and he is currently imprisoned here. Was he formerly buried here?
As she kind of like tears her eyes away from him to look at you. It's complicated. I don't know exactly what the story here is. I was told by my guard to come here, and that I would need to be here for something. And I clearly now know what that is.
Alright. So, and your god, what would happen to be his name, and what would he be the watcher of? Outside of death, perhaps, obviously.
Most of what he does is shepherd the souls of the departed. Things such as that.
So he is death in totality. The burial, the shepherding, the soul, everything.
Correct.
Okay. Like, writing that down. And so is he one you would say evaded his purview?
Evidently so. Such things are profane, to say the least. I do not know how he's been able to survive here for so long.
Would you then say it would be in our best interests to purify this front room?
Of course.
Because, how would we go about that? I have. Do we know if there's any of his power in these entities, and if they could, perhaps? And I like lower my voice a little bit. Perhaps they could rise to fight us for some reason.
I do not know. I did not sense any amount of life left in them, but perhaps.
Alright. Shen?
Mm-hmm.
Get ready. You're ready to record, so I will record from my end. I'm going to start helping Anapa here.
Begin start non-recording. Got it.
Mm-hmm. You focus on Ellie.
All right.
I'm gonna reach into supplies and see if there's any oil. I like grab some oils and see if I can perhaps light one of the bodies on fire.
Yeah. I angle it so everything's like perfect cinematic clear
I'm
shot.
recording from my viewpoint.
I imagine Shen's doing the whole photographer, 2 fingers on each hand, making a rectangle frame.
Like in his mind, he's doing that, but like in the visually, like in the game, no.
All right.
So, well, they do say in old times fire was the best purifier. I douse one of the bodies, and so I'm using both of my last remaining supplies to get like oil and then a torch to start torching the bodies.
Okay.
So then here are my other 2 supplies.
All right. Yeah, the bodies begin to burn. Doesn't take very much to light them on fire. They are mummified, even if not especially well. But yeah, they light on fire. Ellie, as you're talking,
Man, that guy's taking it quite well.
you could let me finish what I was saying, but okay.
Okay. Sorry.
Good lord. Ellie, as you're talking to him, suddenly, he looks back past you and says, "What is it your friend is doing out there?"
Oh, I've been talking with you this whole time.
I interjected like, barbecue, continue, please.
Okay.
You insolent! He slowly stands up from his throne.
Ellie will step in front of the group.
Guys, we're not continuing that
He
conversation.
raises an eyebrow.
He has an eyebrow?
Yeah, he's got eyebrows. He's got some skin left on there.
Okay. Hair too?
A little bit. You see,
Okay.
you see, like mummies. Mummies still have like hair.
The
And stuff.
absolute most minimum amount of flesh and brow. Eyebrow reveal.
All right.
I suggest, Your Eminence, you sit your ass back down.
I suggest, you insolent fools, that you stop messing with that which you do not understand.
All in favor for his versus Ellie's. I vote Ellie.
I'm gonna continue in following Anapa's lead if she's giving like prayers for the lost, you know.
Yeah, she will start doing that.
Let's see.
I'm
Two
gonna
against
write
one.
down what she's saying so I can give them as I'm helping. As I'm torching bodies.
Okay.
Let's see. 2 against 1. Yes. Sit your ass down, old body bag thing. What? How do you insult a mummy?
Apparently, you do not.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm asking Ellie.
And
Calvin pops.
Oh, yeah, I can't think of anything clever. Just sit your ass back down.
I am prepared to pay you handsomely if you do stop that cultist from doing what she is doing.
Question: what are you doing?
We're freeing lost souls, is from what I understand.
Pretty much, yes.
Or we could not take your offer and let them complete the thing, and I can keep staring you down.
Yeah, I think we're gonna pass on your offer, old man.
Very well. You leave me no choice. He will. He's going to initiate card game combat with Ellie.
All right,
All
thank
right.
God it stopped me.
You're not doing anything. We're making
Time for technology versus history. Let's go.
Also, as you would that happen now? Would that happen now?
Oh.
So much smack being tossed about.
Would that happen now?
I don't know. Would it?
I don't know. It depends on how powerful he is.
Also, Connor, I need you to get off the battlefield.
Oh. Shoot.
You forgot to change colors, didn't you?
Yes. Thank you for reminding me.
Would this happen? No, he's not that powerful. He's very powerful, he's not that powerful.
Okay.
Sideboard is in place.
This
The
just
monsters
gave
are
me
in
the
place.
energy of like a coughing baby versus
I just want your board now.
Silo.
Okay. Alright, I'm rolling for prep first.
Hey,
Any
Duncan.
advantage considering that we've been told a little bit about him so far?
I'm going to say no.
He's been running his mouth off this entire time, but okay. 7.
7. So it's I don't get the extra prep, so I only get the 2.
That's still really good.
Alright. And we didn't get any baggage coming through here.
Mm-hmm.
Tech versus zombie. Let's go!
I don't think any of my baggage applies here except for outdated deck. So what's the life point counter at?
It's a 3.
Okay. So I'll take my 1 for outdated deck, and then that should be it. Sorry, chat. We're getting this set up as quick as we can.
Yeah, sorry, it's taking a minute.
It'd be amazing if we were able to like set up buttons that just automatically place everything in the correct spot. That would be amazing.
That would be a lot of prep work.
That'd be a lot. Like, I don't. You can do some impressive stuff with this programming for this. I can't do any of those.
Yeah, you're gonna need to roll like an 18 for that to program that with Nell's probability.
Like I'm just the artistic creation side. I'm not the tech creation side on this.
Yeah. By the way, Golden Nova, yeah, Nell created most or like a lot of like the visual stuff for this.
Yeah,
Like the stream and in the simulator.
Yeah, Nell's been a lot of the creative stuff, helping. I've been just helping finding a lot of photos and helping the DM with like deck balancing and ideas. So like,
And
this is very much an entirely collaborative effort from everybody.
Oh, Nell is amazing, and she does amazing work. Okay, I need to put the Nell in over her head music in.
Yes, please.
Every single duel I've been dueling against, it's been my over the head music. Like, I don't think doing a normal PvP duel means it's like you're in over your head, kid.
No, well, she has a very you did see what her like thing is. She can generate weird cards.
True, but still, though, every single duel I have been in past my first duel was in over my head.
I mean, that's a good thing, though, because that means it's a lot of important battles.
Oh, yeah.
Fair enough, I guess.
And I mean, we've had some great musical shifts.
He's challenging me, so I'm going second.
Okay.
I'm ready on life. I'm ready on the life points.
All right.
Ooh.
You foolish child. I shall destroy you myself. The Undying Pharaoh. Spelljammer. Oh jeez, it's so tiny. When he's summoned, and at the start of each turn, yours and mine, summon a weak warrior with blocker. Strengthen him for every card entombed underneath him. Once per turn, I can entomb a warrior I control underneath it, and when he is destroyed, I summon one sarcophagus of the Undying Pharaoh.
Right.
Since he was summoned, is this the one? That's the weak. It's weak with blockers. What I need. A skeletal warrior rises from the dust surrounding the pharaoh. Now, child, I shall show you what a true pharaoh can do. I think he's going to activate Potion of Life. Gain 1 life.
Oh boy.
A lot of life gain this game.
Your turn, child.
Alright. Draw. Oh, baby!
I was gonna say, should we maybe describe some of the mechanics for this game for like anyone who might see lightly? Oh, but I think no, I just keep cooking.
Quick addendum. Entomb allows him to put cards underneath other cards to give them a bonus effect. It's similar to banishing banishing cards temporarily from Magic the Gathering or Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yep. All right. Oh, sorry. Oh god, I have the stream pulled up. I can't look at what she's doing.
Yeah, you gotta look away.
Alright, hold on. Search. We're gonna open up. With the emergency resupply,
Okay.
I'm gonna dig through my deck and I'm gonna look for a card.
Okay.
I'm gonna add you to my hand. Okay. And for this turn, alright, we're gonna play Hekate. All other Armored Maidens I control gain Spelljammer, but I have no other Armored Maidens on the field at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
For context, Spelljammer is the protection against effects that are not combat to destroy it.
Is it effects or is it destruction? Oh yeah, sorry, I'm stupid.
Anything that's not combat related cannot destroy it, but this card doesn't target itself, so...
Right. Alright. Is that it?
That is going to be everything.
Alright. My turn, child. Another mummified servant appears next to him. It is time for you to understand the true power of the Undying Pharaoh. I activate the Sands of Time. At the beginning of each turn, weaken all warriors on the field.
Alright,
So that means a lot of
Every
cards.
single
not
turn.
yet, but at the start of each turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Every single turn, everything gets weakened.
Mhm.
Is that it? That's all you're going to do?
No, the GM is thinking.
DM's like processing. Processing.
We have
Yeah,
I activate the right of power to strengthen the Pharaoh.
Alright.
Then I'm going to go into battle
Okay.
and swing into Hekate.
Alright, Hekate is destroyed because she is under that level.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then yeah, he will end his turn.
Alright. That's nice. Thankfully, that also means all your monsters will just constantly get weaker as well. Leaving them open for me to have a little bit of fun, I should say.
Every single one of his cards has underwhelmed now.
But, just so you are aware, I need a little bit of an OS update. Draw one card from my main deck and get follow-up.
Okay.
This frauds a use of toilet paper stain on Egyptian mythology. God damn, Anubis.
I can't
Holy
play a
shit.
staple this turn. So I'm going to throw out Blader
Okay.
and
Okay. Mhm.
Raven.
I'm confused.
I have follow-up.
She got follow up from that invocation.
I don't think that's how follow-up is supposed to work.
Follow-up allows you to play another card.
So you're playing so you're playing OS update instead of your staple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Teamwork on Raven.
So she's blocker.
Oh, sorry.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Block.
Yeah. So, context. Blocker allows you to redirect attacks to that creature instead.
And strengthen raises up your warrior's power by one stage.
And we can lowers it by one
tier,
stage.
level. We know what term we're talking about.
Alright.
Well, we do. Not always the audience.
Yeah.
I'm going to start by attacking with Blader into your Pharaoh.
Block it with a blocker.
Okay. Raven into the Pharaoh.
Block it with blocker.
That's perfectly fine. And at this point, I will have to end my turn.
All right. So turn change. Weaken everything.
Okay.
We need to make weaken tokens. We don't have those.
We'll make those later.
Mm-hmm. All right. And you can't get weaker than underwhelm.
This is true.
All right.
We do have an
It is-
underwhelm token, by the way.
That's true. I should grab one of those. Unfortunately, your time is almost over. I activate the unyielding rays of the sun. The entire room is suddenly brightly lit, and the sunlight almost seems to burn your skin, as Blader and Raven are weakened even more.
Huh?
Also, I forgot to bring out his dude.
By any chance, is his sun's flames burning more skeletons by any chance?
No. All right.
Only one option now. Destroy the sun! I don't
What is Raven at right
sun
now?
item.
She's a
Raven
weak.
She's a weak.
So she'd be just plain weak.
Okay. I activate. I activate the Rite of Destruction. I sacrifice a warrior I control to destroy a warrior of equal or less strength. I choose your Raven.
Alright.
Oh no, my card.
Just been flying up
Up
and
and
do
there-
this.
And is Blader's also weak right now, right?
Yep.
All right. The Undying is Pharaoh's going to try to swing into her.
Alright. So she lost her strengthening, so they both have underwhelm, so it's a clash.
Yep.
This is just the
10.
equivalent of like two old.
Yeah,
people.
your choice then.
But for both destroyed it or something?
No, 10 means it fails.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So you that's my bad.
Your card is like a clash wins.
You destroy him.
Okay.
He kind of crumbles as Blader takes him out with her enormous sword. But then a sarcophagus appears in his place. At the start of his turn, I can destroy it and summon him back. Once per turn, I can create a weak item with blocker. And then he's going to call forth a carved guardian. A statue comes forth from the sarcophagus, blocking the path. And it will pass turn.
So it appears this whole strategy is just wear down opponents all the time. However, it doesn't have Spelljammer on it.
But it is.
Start of turn, your Blader would be weakened, but
She's already
Can't
as
be
weak as she
weakened
is.
further than she currently is.
yep. And unfortunately, his stuff on the field are items, so they are not weakened.
Oh, that's actually really cool.
I'm gonna spend one prep.
Mhm.
And I'm swapping a card in hand for a card over here.
Okay. Is Defender Stratagem in there again?
Yes, but that's not what I'm grabbing.
I thought we talked about Defender Stratagem.
And then I'm gonna spend another prep. I'm gonna swap another one. Also not Defender Stratagem.
Okay.
So those are the two cards I'm sending back. I'm gonna
For anyone
play
who doesn't know,
Tactica. Go ahead.
Okay.
for anyone who doesn't know, Nell's playbook, known as the Rogue, has the ability to access a sideboard using prep, and trading out cards for her hand for the cost of prep.
It's kind of like having previously read up on your opponent or looked stuff up on your opponents in order to side in perfect cards against them.
I like to imagine in universe she just like quickly hacks her like hand, so it just changes the cards.
I mean,
No, that'd be
Yeah.
cheating.
Fair enough.
She's not Yami Yugi.
All right, what you doing?
you know what? We're gonna try search what I got on here. Yo!
Oh my God.
Thank you very much
Oh
for
my
the 5
God.
gift subs.
Woo!
Woo!
We're gonna play Armored Maiden Reinforcements. And I'm gonna bring out 2 weak Armored Maiden tokens.
Okay.
Also, I just want to say right now, we have 17 views or like viewers on Twitch.
Yep.
This is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Boop. Boop.
Thank you so much for the gifted subs. That is amazing.
Alright,
Direct.
so we're gonna attack with one of the recruits into the Carved Guardian.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not gonna attack your item. You know why?
Fair enough. You can attack me directly.
Exactly. First recruit's gonna attack you directly. You take 1
Are
damage
they-
from the sniper.
Oh, they're sniper. Oh my god, yeah.
Ooh.
Blader's gonna attack you directly. You take 1 damage from the sniper.
Mm-hmm. Wait, no. I don't know. Does sniper work on weaks?
Yes.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
it still
it
only
lets
does
you do-
1
it makes
extra
you do
damage if
1
it's a
damage.
direct hit.
Damn,
Yeah.
you right. You right.
Alright, and with that, I'll end my turn.
Alrighty.
So 2 pips down.
Alright.
As just a friendly reminder, technology is known to help overcome weaknesses.
Out of curiosity, what's giving you the ability to attack directly?
There's
I
no
have no
monsters on the
warriors.
field.
I only have items.
Oh, right,
Right.
yeah.
My turn. Start of my turn, sacrifice to bring back the Pharaoh.
So what do you want? Come on, throw me a bone, because I'm not going to take nothing.
Weaken all of your guys again.
Yep, already done.
So they all have Underwhelm now, I believe.
Yep.
Okay. Unfortunately for you, your technology is nothing against my arm. I play Forgotten Army to summon 4 weak warriors.
Holy sugar honey iced tea. That's a lot of dudes.
That is a lot. Can I roll a response against that?
I think so. But
Yeah,
I think
roll a
you.
response, but it costs her an advantage to do so.
Yeah.
regardless if it works or not.
7 or higher counters, 6 or less, you do not.
6 or less.
It's not enough.
And she doesn't have any
And I don't
combat
have any
tension, so-
tension, so...
Mm-hmm. It seems your technology is useless. Even with your, what do you call it? Ace. It seems your technology is worthless. And yeah, his foot soldiers are going to destroy all of your armored maidens.
Alright. Let's grab all these tokens off here.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, all this is going on. I'm continuing to burn the bodies in the background.
Oh shit! I forgot he also gets a free he gets a free blocker token. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My lord.
It is your turn.
Amy, do you got any ideas?
Maybe? I'll have to see how I do here. Draw. This might work out. I'm gonna bring out One half of the assassination team. Let's bring out Hanzo.
All right, I'm going to attempt to respond against her summoning the other one out.
Alright.
So, in order to protect, it's a 10 or higher. 7 or through 9, you have to.
12!
Oh my god, it
Let's
is meant
go!
to be! It was meant to be!
go!
The turnaround.
Alright, with that, the new version of Jinrai is summoned. We did nerf her a little bit to avoid the OTK, so once again, whenever she destroys a card now, she gets to destroy another card of equal or lesser value. Or if it's a player and they have no cards, then they have to discard. Alright, you have a bunch of weaks here.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, then I'm going to attack first with Jinrai.
Okay, who are you attacking?
We're going to go for the Undying
Oh wait,
Pharaoh.
I'm sorry. I forgot that they're currently all underwhelmed.
Mm-hmm.
Also, shouldn't you be at 1 life because you were attacked by 2 cards with Sniper?
Well, no, he took
Yeah,
1
they-
damage
they-
each from them.
He also gained 1 life.
And he had gained 1 life. He should be at,
2.
I
I thought he should be at
I
3.
see.
He should be at 2 because it's a 3 life battle. And I did 2.
And I
so
gained
he
1 life.
gained 1 life, so he's at 2.
I'll fix the life point board. Done.
Thank you. Well, what is your plan?
Jinrai is going to attack against the Pharaoh.
Very well. He is destroyed, and once again, turns back into the sarcophagus.
I'm going to use her ability now, and I'm going to blow up the Sands of Time.
Ooh. Yep. Yeah, the sands of time have stopped. Yeah.
Shattering your ability to protect yourself this way. Now, Hanzo, attack directly!
Ah.
You're down to 1 life point. And I have 1 last trick up my sleeve if I need it for next turn. I could still play Staple, can't I?
If you've only played your cards, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
Swear to
Yeah,
God, if you have
double
the
strike.
damage, if you have the damage one again, I swear to God. 2 in 1 game. Or 2 in 1 session. Wow, you son of a bitch.
Overclock strike!
I'm going to
Oh,
attempt to negate Shadow, the activation of Overclock.
Alright.
So 10 or higher to negate to protect against it.
The duel could end right
Come
now.
Yes!
Damn it.
Dang, so
Alright.
close.
I don't get to play a different staple. It's just that's my staple
Yep.
that's been negated. Alright.
Mhm.
Very well. I still have another
Take more
card up
than
my
that.
sleeve, so to speak. She's wearing elbow length gloves. She doesn't technically have sleeves.
Elbow length gloves. Hold on.
It's a
Is this the
tab.
official? I know, but this is not a character. I don't think your character has any type of like arm
Reverse
wear.
sleeves. Just like Golden said. Reverse sleeves.
Oh yeah.
Alright, alright, beginning of turn. Brings back out the Undying Pharaoh.
Okay.
Since he was summoned, I get a blocker.
You'll make me so mad.
Alright. He's first going to activate his ability to take out a blocker. To entomb 1 card underneath himself.
And that gives him a strengthen.
Yep.
You powerful.
Then, I'm going to activate... What is the card? Rite of Sacrifice. Allow me to entomb a card I control underneath a different card I control.
Oh.
Interesting.
Okay, this might be a problem.
He's currently now a strong.
Where's your technology now? He will go ahead and just attack Jinrai.
Jinrai, okay.
You can't attack
Hanzo-
next turn. You can't attack with Hanzo next turn.
That's fine.
All right. Pass turn.
Wait, why can't she attack with Hanzo again?
Shadow Strike. Shadow Strike is a once every other turn attack.
Oh,
But you can attack directly with the compensation.
Yep.
I didn't realize that.
Well,
Oh, no, this might be game.
you and I
Who knows
both
the
know time marches forward. And it looks like your time has come. Even technology needs to move forward, just like time itself.
Oh, shit!
You're playing Riza. Oh my god. Go ahead and describe it when she comes down.
Alright, so once again, she slaps this card down on her deck. The purple-black lightning comes out, and this shattered, broken armored maiden once again reappears. And
Once
her
again, you
cards
can
vapors
hear-
from her hand.
Yep. You can once again hear the screams of your armored maidens as they are destroyed and sacrificed for this powerful card.
Didn't want to do this, but I have to. Alright, so let's see. She gets Spelljammer.
Mhm.
If somebody wants to grab the tokens for me.
Yep.
Spelljammer. Strengthened.
We don't have
Sniper.
we don't have Spelljammer.
Alright, I'll
Just
give
give
you
her a generic
strengthen,
token for that.
sniper,
Strengthened.
Shadow Strike.
another shaken?
She has Shadow Strike if there's 5 or more.
I know
there.
you already gave her strengthened. Okay. Blocker, although that doesn't really matter here. Teamwork, which doesn't really matter. Another sniper. Inconspicuous, but that doesn't really matter. That's it.
And she has Piercer 1. Piercer
Yep.
1 if there's
She
3 or
has
more,
Piercer,
4 or
Sniper,
more,
and
there's
Shadow
Sniper.
Strike.
And she has Overwhelm. Oh.
Damn.
You only have 1 life point left. It doesn't matter who I attack now. Because everybody on your deck, just like you, are weak. It's time to show you this advancement of technology. Risa, pick your target and destroy it. Because it literally doesn't matter. Whatever she hits, it will die, and you will take
Yep.
piercing damage.
Yep. That's awesome, not gonna lie. And I'm out of response moves too.
Yeah.
Yeah, she described her as this unhinged armored maiden wins the duel for you.
So Riza only has 1 working arm. She holsters up her rifle, aims it, and as it fires, it goes right through the Undying Pharaoh's, right through the middle of his head, and it hits the actual player on the other side, or the NPC on the other side as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just going right through.
All right.
Is it coated in the purple black electricity?
That's the color of the energy bolt coming from the rifle. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, you blast him. The Pharaoh takes like a step or 2 backwards and says, "Impossible! I am undying. There is no." His
Death
eyes
comes
just,
for us all.
his eyes open wide. He says, "No, no, you cannot have me. No." And it's hard to see because it almost seems to be made of shadow and darkness, but a hand can be seen grabbing him and then pulling him down. No, no, no. And yeah, you have defeated the Undying Pharaoh.
Yeah.
Not how she wanted to do it. She was literally running out of options here. She's not happy about the fact that she had to rely on that card again.
Maybe she should be erased.
That's the name change. Alright, I'm just gonna move everything back into place.
You know what could be a fitting line? Do you know what could be a fitting line for some of the armored maidens? Good soldiers always follow orders.
No,
Ooh.
no, you take
No.
that back.
Oh, no. I hate that.
I'm
hate
sorry.
that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I hit any of the Star Wars fans in the chat. I'm sorry. I also hit myself.
Now, I'm former military. That's why I'm annoyed by it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. Okay, I'm taking that back.
The context of when that's used is usually super toxic. That's not a good one.
I'm sorry. I was trying to reference Star Wars. Oh no. Why does this always
We will
happen?
talk about that later.
Yeah,
All right.
sorry.
Yes. So, as Amy manages to defeat the Undying Pharaoh, meaning he's not very undying anymore.
Yeah. Almost said it's gonna need a name
You
change.
have at this point, you. Oh, I didn't change the music back to exclamations. This is too intense.
Yeah. Believe it.
Undying.
Corky just said
That
dying.
definitely does not seem to fit.
I got it. Dying.
The prolonged life. There we go.
At this point, Anapa has managed to finish. Oh, wrong thing. Has managed to perform rites for pretty much every single body that was there.
Powerful of completely killable Pharaoh. We got a health check, everyone.
We're good.
Oh, thank you.
Whew, thank you, actually. I drank a lot. That was a pretty good duel.
Good? That thump? You good?
Oh, sorry, that was me not hitting my keyboard. Sorry.
Oh.
Death
Okay.
took 10 damage.
Oh my God,
yeah,
that's okay.
at this point, Anapa has finished the rites on pretty much every single body there, and she just turns to Elf Dane and says, "Thank you for what you have done today."
You're very welcome. Now we need to make sure Ellie and everyone's alright too.
I stopped the recording. And I save a backup of it just in case.
I think we just pull off that ability, though, so I guess that wasn't exactly the right overall experience that we needed to record. Still, data is data.
Yep.
It does seem like we probably have. There's a little bit more to them than simple just insert text output results for some of these creatures.
Hey, look at it this way. We gave him the ability to get a name change.
Yeah, fair enough. So, Anapa, what are you going to be doing from here on?
Well, I must return to the temple. There is much I need to discuss with some of the leaders there. They didn't tell me about this part, so I was not prepared for something like this.
I see.
Purifying bodies or fighting a undead lord?
She kind of rolls her eyes. Yes.
Yeah, I believe the technical answer to that is both.
Yes.
The powerful but completely killable pharaoh.
Where would this temple actually be, out of curiosity, if we ever wanted to visit, perhaps?
We have a small temple in Lost Hope.
Oh, okay. Then I will have to stop by eventually. Then.
However, I do have one request.
Mm-hmm.
The treasure here, do not take any of it back.
Oh, there was no intention.
I was about to suggest one of us seals this off.
Yeah, this definitely seems like a place that shouldn't be here or be messed with.
Mm.
To exercise.
So we're reporting back to the Adventurers Guild that this was just a pile of bodies and nothing else, right?
Yep, sounds good.
Got it.
I've already used my card ability for the last little while. Can any of you collapse the ceiling in on that?
You know what? With pleasure. And
all right. Well, let's clear out. You're fine with us collapsing the ceiling here, right?
Of course.
All right.
all
And
right.
I push everyone
This
outside
way,
the
if they
room.
send anybody else out, they won't be able to find it either.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So,
How are you going to seal it up?
what I was going to do is I was going to summon Titania and ask her to effectively use magic to break down the ceiling to just absolutely block the carved door.
Okay. Yeah. You call out to Tanya. She kind of gives you a. She looks at you for a moment, considering, and then she will do as you ask and destroy the entranceway.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
She gives you a slight nod.
So, alright. Let's head on out of here.
All right. Yes, Queen. Yep. All right. Yeah. You guys head back to the city, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Jeff is just sitting there. He has once again found a snake.
Yeah.
Kind of
You
blinks
go,
at
dude.
you. He blinks at you guys out of sync once more.
Thank you for waiting for us, Jeff.
So enough. If you need a
I'll-
lift, Jeff is a pretty reliable and powerful camel.
Mm,
I would greatly appreciate it. It's quite a long walk.
Of course.
that it is.
Hop on the Should we have our transportation service a name or something?
No idea, but it's all being pulled by Jeff the intern.
Yes, the Jeff the intern ride. Tell one, come on.
Out of
Rewrite
character for anyone who
Apple
missed it before, the camel was named Jeff the intern.
Yep.
Jeff
Yep.
the intern.
But, while I didn't notice anything of strangeness, other than, like, obviously finding this one-dimensional instability, but, did you guys notice anything else? Because...
Aside from having to fight an undead monster and that claimed to not be able to die and then watch him actually die when I defeated him, no, nothing out of the ordinary at all.
I meant on your recordings, Shen. You
I'm
catch
looking.
anything strange?
I'm looking through it right now, and just want to double check with God here. Nothing out of the ordinary that we're trying to look for.
I don't know what you guys are looking for.
I'll do some data searching on that later. Just send me the recording.
Mhm.
Gotcha. Send it to Amy.
I'm just mildly worried that was like. I'm just worried that might have been a one-time thing, and if it was, are we gonna have to go back in to repeat that to try to find more information, or is it gonna appear further?
If it's happened in other locations, especially new zones, I think one of the best ways to do it is for us to move up as fast as we can.
Then perhaps it might be in our best interest to leave the scorched wastes for a little bit later and see if there's somewhere else that we could go further into.
So change your pace from the heat. I'd be down.
Well, the quests don't have timers, I think.
And I don't think we're barred from any region necessarily.
Most of them do seem skill-based, so we'll have to go from there.
Mhm. That's fair.
We'll do some investigation when we get back to the tower.
I'll do some more forum searching. So.
In the meantime, let's go report back in.
Yep, time to go report.
All right.
I'll do the reports this time.
Yeah. You make it back to the Adventurers Guild.
All right, change
Your
our tab.
large.
Change the map. We're at the Adventurers Guild.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. There we go.
There we go.
If you all find yourselves in the Adventurers Guild, your large friend who typically gives you your quests is sitting there with a drink.
Well, we're back.
Hey, boss.
Oh, wonderful. How was your expedition?
It
Good
could
meeting.
have been better.
That's not what we like to hear. We like to hear that it was great, grand, wonderful. What do you mean?
I mean, we found knowledge.
What treasures? What treasures did you find?
Knowledge. Here,
we
Ken,
found
why
the
don't you give him all the details?
Yes, we found the wonderful intangible wealth of history and knowledge.
There was a lot of bodies that were anointed at one point, and they decided to be hostile with us, and so we took care of them. But we didn't find anything of artifactual nature.
Unfortunate. There are dues you must pay. There are dues. Typically, those are taken out of what you bring back. However, if this continues, we might have to start charging you.
we understand this was an unusual situation, but I do have the notes from the stories that we found. There was once a king that was buried there, and he did apparently to be a gifted spellcaster.
And yet there was no treasures at his tomb.
It seemed like it had been scoured before, and there was extensive damage to the inside.
Peculiar. Might have to send someone there to double check in case you missed anything. Perhaps there was a hidden portion or some such.
That's a possibility. Just be mindful of the poisonous gas room.
I'll give them a warning next time. Sorry you had to deal with that, especially for no treasures.
It's quite alright.
You guys all get a notification on kind of like your guys' like heads-up display. It says, "Quest failed." Womp womp.
Huh?
Womp womp.
Well, the idea was to bring back treasure.
Wait, what does that mean, though?
We didn't bring
means
any
you
treasure
failed?
back, so the quest failed.
Okay, but does that mean we have to redo it?
No.
No,
You just failed.
we just
Oh.
failed.
Are we barred from future progress?
You do not know.
We don't know at the moment, so we can figure this out. We can figure it out later.
We just speedrun the quest again.
How do we talk to people? We just walk up to them and press A.
Alright. Well, very well. Give us some time. Might be able to find something more up to your speed. Apparently, the last one's a bit too much for you.
She rolls her
Fair enough.
eyes.
So we're gonna head back. So we didn't find anything here. Let's go back to Nexus City, and we should probably go see what other dimensions that we can go take a peek at and start going from there.
Alright, sounds like a plan.
Wait, so what's your guys' plan?
Go back
so
to
we're
Nexus
gonna
City
Nexus.
Hub and take a look and see what other zones we can enter.
Alright. In that case, we're going to go ahead and end it for tonight. I was not expecting you guys to do that.
Well, possibly
Before we
can't
leave,
progress.
do we get a Jeff card?
You guys haven't finished the zone, so you guys can't get the special end of zone.
Right, so
Jeff card.
no Jeff card yet. Got it.
No Jeff card yet.
Yet. We'll have to come back eventually.
God. It's so weird. Anyway, wonderful game.
Indeed.
I
This was great.
Sure, I didn't get to duel this time, but this was so much fun just doing the role play and the interactions with the knowledge stuff. Because I'm sorry, I am a sucker. I am an absolute lore whore. Like this is my jam.
Might be a fission mailed instead
Vision
of
mailed.
fission. Incredible.
Mission failed successfully?
I think
Fission
that's
mailed upwards.
Alright, so we're going to wrap it up
Vision
here.
mailed.
Thank you
Technically,
everyone for coming
progression?
and hanging out. We greatly appreciate it.
Once again,
Hello.
sorry, you mind if I just say something real quick now?
Yeah, go ahead and do your shoutouts.
Okay, real quick, I just want to thank all the amazing artists we've commissioned for this. We've got some new art coming in pretty soon. I also want to just say thank you for everyone who did, I want to thank, what were their names again? I'm so sorry. I'm bad with names. Nathan and Featherwalk, both of you are amazing for the stuff you made. Anyone else have anything they want to add?
Support the backer kit, guys.
Oh yeah, as I said, we hit a new goal as we were doing this.
Yeah, go support it. It's worthwhile, and if you want to spend more money on it, you can also get extra copies that can go to less fortunate people.
Mm-hmm. Oh, actually, I believe the next goal we're getting is even more champion tier, which is really cool.
Yeah, so
Oh.
if you want to have your own character in the book, cough, cough, like me and Blaze, cough, cough, this would be a chance to do that.
Yep.
Yep, I'm going to be
Also-
turning one of the NPCs from this game into an NPC officially in
The
Perfect Dark.
final book.
And the plan is to put championship, like champion level Ellie in the book as well. But with that being said, we're going to wrap it up here. We're going to rate Starcrossed. Thank you, everyone, for coming and hanging out. I want to greatly appreciate it. Golden Nova, thank you for popping in. Greatly appreciate seeing you. It was really, really nice.
I love your work.
Looking forward to stream next time. Bye-bye.
See ya, everybody.